Hello, folks. How are we doing today? Just trying to get things set up here. I think I am finally. I think I'm live. I think. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I did go over to YouTube, hit the go live button, and it said I'm live. So, gonna take it on that I am live. Starting a little early because this is just the pre-show, I guess. Pre-show to the shows. Show starting at 2 o'clock. I don't think I can broadcast from two places at once, but I've been live for 1 minute, 24 seconds, so I don't know if you guys are hearing me or not. But I'm gonna assume you are. I just hope you can hear me. Hey, Sky6, how you doing? My audio's good? Alright. I don't know, this just might be a talking loud and clear, thank you. Thank you. Like my title of my show says, it's a very windy day here. We're not ready to go live. We're not ready for the show. Show starts. The official show starts at 2 o'clock. This is just kind of the pre-show to get everything set up and running and get myself positioned correctly. So hope everybody's having a good day today. Hey, I get my first live stream set up on my own. That's not bad. I had to have help with my first two ones I did. But hey, I got this one going on my own. I figured it out all on my own. And people say I don't have any brains. Yeah, I'll start recording this live stream at 2 o'clock. So we got about 10 minutes yet, so I'll get my beverages and get something to eat, something to snack on, and suggest you guys do the same thing. You can grab your beverage, whatever it is, grab something to eat, and I don't know. We're just gonna sit and talk, I guess, for 45 minutes. I got to be downtown here in about an hour, so we'll cut it off probably around 2:45. I'll hang it up at 2:45. What kind of snacks? I don't know what kind of snacks I'm gonna grab yet. I don't know. It just might be my Mountain Dew. I don't really feel like eating in front of you guys, but I haven't really eaten anything yet today, so kind of hungry. And I just don't like this wind, man. It is brutal. The winds are kicking up to 21 miles per hour. Consistent winds at 21 miles an hour. That's why I'm having to wear this today because it is just still getting things just in the right angle. Yeah, I think I got it pretty well straight. Does the world look straight to you guys, or are you sitting crooked? Does it look pretty straight? Looks straight to me. It looks straight on the camera, but I don't know. Look good to you guys? like seasoned pretzel bits, usually the honey, mustard, and onion flavor. You know, I've never tried those. Um, I've had the see. I actually, you know what? The seasoned pretzel bits, seasoned bits. I think I have had those. I get the one with the cheese in them. Yeah, I think I have had those. Come to think of it, yeah, I have had those. Hey, ghetto. We'll see if I can put you as a moderator, Josh. But last time I tried this, it would not let me add you because it says add as moderator, standard moderator, save. There you go, Josh. Don't abuse it. I don't know if it's supposed to turn some. That wind out there is just, it is a howling today, boys. I tell you, it is, I think they said it was 39 degrees, or 30, I have to look, so excuse me, I gotta hide chat for just a second. I need to go back over to AccuWeather. So I can't see chat right now, guys, so just, hold on for just a couple seconds here. I'm gonna tell you what our weather is here. Oh, it's dropped in temperature. I thought they said it was gonna be 32 degrees. Well, they say now it is 27 degrees, a high of 39. Strong winds, rather cloudy with a couple of flurries this afternoon. I don't see the flurries happening. No, that's probably, well, later this afternoon. You know, the weather can turn just like that. It can be sunny and beautiful out. 5 minutes later, black as hell out. Tonight, windy, much colder with low clouds. Low of 11 above. Mer. Spring, where are you? I am really getting tired of waiting for you. I want spring here so bad. Winter can just go away now. It could just go. It can just go away. Where did I lose you guys here? Yeah, yeah. I said, yeah. I got the get the stream set up on my own. Yeah, I after Ken told me how to do it a couple of times, and I saw what he did, and I just did it on my own. Not that hard to do, but he had to get a few snafus out of the way first, which we got worked out and got a couple other things. We got it working. I don't know. I like it when technology works great. Speaking of which, you guys keeping up on all your Windows updates? And hearing all these different stories of 24H2 causing people issues because they've got that anti-cheat stuff on their computer and you can't get it's. I guess 24H2 is blocked because of that cheating thing, anti-cheat, whatever it's called on Windows 11. I'm still hearing, BrideTech came out with a video and he said that 24H2 is just a pile of, you fill in the word. I don't know. I've got 24H2. I'm not having any problems. But apparently there are people out there in the world that are just having all kinds of problems with 24H2, and I'm scratching my head thinking I could go and install 24H2 on at least 2 or 3 computers, in which I will be doing here soon once I get some parts replaced. Um, I get one of these computers fired up, and I'll go and try to get 24H2 on either one of these. I don't know when, because I think one of the replacements is going to be a little bit of expensive, and the other, I don't know. We're looking around at doing things around here with those two, but I gotta get the money for it or whatever. Um, or use oh, what am I thinking of? It's through Amazon. Gift card. I've got a gift card in there I haven't used yet, so I'll see if I can get scrounge enough up for that to get that, and then so I've got things delayed with me and my mom and my parents about the Amazon thing. I've got things delayed because I told them I've got things I've got to take care of on Amazon yet first before you just had me cancel everything. So I gotta get that gift card taken care of, and my dad kind of agreed. He said, "Yeah, you take care of that gift card, get that spent, and then tell us." And they're gonna shut my Amazon Prime down, or they're gonna ask me to. They can't do it for me, but they really don't want me. I don't use Amazon that much, really, guys. I'm only maybe on Amazon unless I have to order things, which is the other problem. I told them if I gotta order things, what the hell am I gonna do? It's like, no, I don't know. They're in the thinking stage, thinking of probably just leaving it because they realized it was going to put me in a jam if they shut that off. It's like, yeah, that's not going to work for them. My dad showed me an email he sent to my mom, and he said that it's just shutting down his Prime as much as he's ordering things. It's not a good idea, so it's in the negotiation stage. We'll see how that goes. But they're just more of my mom, I think, than my dad. I don't think my dad really cares, although my dad also is a penny pincher, but they're just trying to get me not to spend as much, which can be kind of hard when I got keyboards and stuff and everything. I got to order keyboards and mice and stands and uh, computer stuff, and this reminds me I got to write down 2 or 3 things I do need to order. Just gotta sneak it off one of my other accounts that they don't look at. Well, they're gonna notice, and oh well, heck with it. It's gonna get ordered because I can't wait forever. They're gonna call me and say, "Did you order that?" Duh, no, not yet. I'll get right to it. I don't want that kind of phone call. I don't want to tell them I haven't gotten to it yet, and I'll get to it right away. It's like, no, might as well do it now because I don't want to forget. Yeah, I haven't had any issues yet either. I've had rather good luck. I've got 24H2 in that computer in there. It's doing just fine. So I guess I'm just basic necessities. Basic necessities is what I have on that computer, and I'm not having issues. I think some of these issues might be coming from is people are trying to install 24H2 on tweaked systems. They've got something in that whatever, and it's not supposed to be in there. And the way when Microsoft has been and their shenanigans and doing what they're doing, there's some things they're just not allowed. You just can't get 24H2. I don't know. I think there's a bunch of things leading up to the whole mess, and Microsoft needs to sort things out and get things working the way they're supposed to. But I don't know. I hear them messing with the start menu and the and you go where the tiles were. Where you can have, they're gonna bring the tiles back But now you can group your tiles in the start menu. That extra little sheet that you used to slide out in the start menu where your tiles were. Now you're going to be able to group your tiles. Just another added thing that I'm never going to use that feature. So, I don't know. Microsoft is just doing strange and odd things. Some of the things I don't mind, but a lot of the things, like the things they've barked about already that I'm not going to get into, the things they've added that I really don't think we need unless we ask for it. But Microsoft isn't doing that. I go. Yeah, I'm just reading your message there, Ghetto. Ken can do anything. He can fix anything. Well, I don't know. He's got his limits. There's things he can do, and there's things he, as you well know, things he won't participate in fixing. So there's things he can fix if he's in the mood for it. But I think he'll be happy to know that I got the live stream started up on my own. I was really starting to wonder if I was going to get it going or not. Turn my gain down a little bit. Starting to hit the upper peaks that I was. There. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it's too low now. Turn it back up just a smidge. All right, there we go. Is that gonna work? Yeah. I think the volume mix. Okay, I don't have the volume mix all the way up. I can actually turn that up now, and no, turn right back down just a smidge. All right, it is actually what 2:05. Yeah, let's start recording. All right, to anybody and everybody that's been here, welcome to the Rick's Tech Pub. Doing live streams about twice a week. I'm still thinking on the days. I'm not thinking it'll be Friday. Today was just a makeup day because I haven't been around lately to do videos, and so been busy. Had doctor's appointment yesterday, and other things got in my way, and then I ended up leaving, and so again, welcome to today's show. Yes, we are recording, we are streaming, we are good to go. 2:05, we got about 50 minutes. Kind of chat, do our, kind of get to know each other, kind of get things going here in my new live stream that I've created with help from a group that I'm with at night with the Zoom homies. Like I said, I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it again, and I'm sure they're probably tired of me saying I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it hadn't been for those group of people helping me get where I am today. So I just got the idea from everybody else, and everybody else was going to start doing that. And so I said, I think I'm going to start doing that. I think I'm going to start doing uploads and live streams, and today is, I think, my 4th live stream. So again, welcome everybody. I don't have any general rules yet, although I do have a few. One general rule that I will make everybody stick to: be kind, be nice, be helpful. Offer kind, helpful suggestions when you can. I don't want to turn this into a bar and people getting into bar fights and arguing and yelling and pointing the finger at each other. I won't have that. I won't have the disagreeing, the light agreeing to a point, the light disagreeing to a point, yes, but I'll end it at some point because I really don't want people yelling at each other and pointing fingers and name calling. So keep it civil, keep it nice. I do have a few moderators out there. I don't want them to be overloaded with having to kick people out. So be a real human being, be a nice human being, be a nice person, and me or the moderators won't have to do our nasty thing and start kicking people out, which I don't want to see that happen. So be nice to everybody. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to people in chat. And then we won't have any problems. I mean, I don't want any bots. I don't want any of the scum that's. I hate saying it that way, but sometimes that's what it is. You get those really nasty people out there that I just don't want to play ball with. So if you moderators see those people show up in chat, just erase them, delete them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to deal with them. I've got a few moderators and for I'm gonna. Oh yes, yes, Ski Man. I saw you walk in. Hello. Gonna fix the problem here. Now see, this is where it's gonna cause me the problem. Oh, there we go. You should be moderator, Ski Man. Should be. I'm hitting the moderator and hitting save. That's all I'm doing. I don't know if that's how you do it or not, but I really don't want you guys to do moderator things. But like Doug says, if the trash walks in, take the trash right back out because I don't want it here. I don't want it. So, like I said, guys, keep it civil, keep it nice, be nice, and we'll have a fun time here. I don't want to be on a disciplinary action. I don't want to be disciplining people because of their behavior or because they said something that insulted somebody else. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will if I have to, but let's not get to that point, guys. Let's keep it civil, keep it nice. You guys be nice in chat, I'll be nice. Let's just do a trade-off. You be nice, I'll be nice. Somebody gets nasty, you don't want to see me get nasty because, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Well, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Ski Man. Yeah, let's see who else do we got here. I may have missed. I think I got Darren, Gil, Salty Rider, and I've been talking. Sky 66 trillion sticks. What? Okay, that's a heck of a name. 66 trillion sticks. Oh, wow. Good name, man. That's a tongue twister. You can't say that fast. Wow, I didn't pay attention to it till now. Wow, that's a hell of a name there, sir. 66 million. Alrighty. So I got a couple of projects going on. We've been kind of working on things in the background, so we've got some things we're gonna have to get replaced because mistakes and foo bars and accidents and just the mishaps happening around here. So yeah, we're gonna have to replace some parts and probably exchange some parts. Processor, I think is fine. I think that's the only thing that may have survived. Well, the memory, NVMe, all the parts on the board are fine. I think the board itself, though, is, like I said, I think I'm gonna have to go through my Amazon gift card and either find that one or find a replacement because there's too many hands on that board, and it just, I don't know. Everybody wanted to look at it. I got a low grade on Amazon, but I don't know. I am gonna give it. I'm gonna see if I can get that one or get something similar to it. Maybe not so expensive. I don't know. That board was kind of expensive when I looked up the price to it. It's like 300. Like, what? No, 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 no. I'm gonna. Yeah, I might have to do it that way. I will if I can. I'm not saying I won't, but I'd rather not. But I don't know what the price to it was. I just saw some out there that were, especially today, that are getting up to the 300 range, and I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. Darren, I'll put you to. See, now that save button is showing up. I don't know why the other day, when I had that troll here, I could not get that save button to work. It just wouldn't show up. It was behind something, so I couldn't click on the save. The day I had that troll here, and Wintermute and Ski Man were telling, "Hey, Ricky got a trolls," like, and I'm trying to add them as a moderator, and I couldn't get that save to work. It was being hid behind something, and I couldn't figure it out. Then somebody said, "Why don't you just move it over?" Move it over. Oh, click. Yeah, just move it over. I didn't see that, but yeah, it's working fine now, so I can click on the save. And it says on the bottom here, it's like, what's his name has been saved as moderator. So I know it went through. But, yeah, as far as the computer stuff, I've still got this one to do. I gotta exchange cases. And we gotta get, excuse me for a minute, guys. I got something screwy going on in the bedroom. All I'm hearing is a TV, an Air TV that's on no station. And all you hear is that fuzzy noise. That's what I'm hearing on in the bedroom. I'll be right back. Now my phone's going off. Oh my god, here we go. Not gonna be able to finish the live stream. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get something to drink, wasn't I? I'm just getting a couple things here, guys. I'll be right back with you. Just give me one couple seconds here. Cheers it. Well, I had my annual wellness check at the clinic yesterday. And I do need to say, yesterday's weather was a lot better than today's. It's windy out there. Very, very windy. Constant winds of 21 miles an hour, wind gusts going up to 24 miles an hour. It's just. And all the wind, of course, has to be coming in this direction, hitting my window and going through my. It's a north-northeast wind, is what it is. So it's hitting my side of the building. You can put your hand up close to the glass window. You can feel the air, the cold air coming through. Burr. Yeah, it's not nice out, but I've got to go get that check in the bank. That is just one thing I have got to do today. So okay, it was nothing important. That's good because I am muting my phone. Anybody wants to get a hold of me, have fun because I muted my phone. So I'm not going to get interrupted in this live stream I'm having, broadcasting to you guys. And for what reason? Well, oh yes, I was talking about the 5000D. Finally, caught up to me. The reason this whole process of switching computers and getting that motherboard done is because I need to get things off my other computer in the bedroom. It has, and just the other night I found out all my music files are still on there. I thought I took them off, but last night I clicked on the music and a whole long list of music about God knows how long. It was 30 some gigs of music, which I thought I had taken off there. So why it's finding music on there, I don't know. That was on this computer. I'm confused. Oh, that's right, I swapped boards. That's what I did. Way back when I put this board in here for the 5000D, I swapped boards. So okay, this is the one. I bet you if I check this computer, this doesn't have music on it. I'll bet you I know what I did. I bet you I know what I did. Yep. I'll go to here. Is there any music? No. Okay, that's what I did. I swapped boards, which means I swapped SSDs. And when I did that, I didn't take the music off that one, put it back onto this one. That's what I didn't do. That's why that music is on there. I looked at it the other night. I'm like, why is there music on here? There shouldn't be. There should be nothing on here. That's when I remembered I swapped everything over to this case. It didn't swap the NVMEs. I just kept them as the way they were. So whatever was on that motherboard came over to this case, and vice versa. That's why it was like that. Which means I need to go through that with a fine-tooth comb. I need to get an image of that computer in the bedroom. That's what I need to do. Number one thing I need to do to these computers, all three of them, as a matter of fact, is get an image through Macrium Reflect. Is that the name? Macrium Reflect? I think that's the program that I use. Yeah, Macrium Reflect. I've got it here. Yep, that's what it is, Macrium Reflect. Hopefully, I've got one version on here that will work. I don't know what version it is. I don't know if what I have will work. But if it does, I need to image this computer, one in the bedroom. I need to get an image of this laptop, this HP, the newer one. And if I could do it on 3 512s, boom, 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 512 gigabyte hard drives, SSDs, 2.5. I think I could do that. I think I can get an image off this one, image off the laptop, image off the bedroom computer. And then, after I get all the documents, all the music and everything off of that computer, Then I gotta get all the documents, pictures, videos off this computer, put them on a stationary drive, get all the documents off this one, give an image of this one, then put it in its new case, which I've got over there. It's another 4000D. So the living room, bedroom, the living room computer and the bedroom computer will both be Corsair 4000D cases. I know. Cuss and swear, point your finger at me for doing that, but I couldn't think of what else to do, and I needed to replace this 5000D because really, to be honest with you, it's too heavy, it's too big for me. You guys know how big the 5000D is if you've seen it in real life. It's huge. It's just big. It's massive, and I didn't think it would be that big. So I'm shrinking it down to getting a 4000D that I can easily handle. This 5000D, I'll think of something to do with it. Half the parts to the inside of the guts to it are missing. The one vein part on the one side here is missing. All the thumb screws that go to it on the inside, they're all gone. I have no idea where those went. Oh yeah, and the front grill to put the fans on the side here. I took that. I didn't take that off. Matt took that off. And then Darren came over and they were gonna do something. And that never happened. And I don't know where that plate and them screws went. And we have looked all over for the 4 screws. And that one plate thing that goes for shroud thing for the fans. We just can't find it, but so oh yeah, then I got that micro ATX board. That micro, that's all set up and ready to be turned on one of these days. In fact, one of these days I'm going to take that Cooler Master and put it over here. I don't want to plug it in so I can use this monitor for the Cooler Master computer, which will be the server. Because at some point in its life, it'll have 2 16 terabyte hard drives, I think. I'm probably going to have to just stick with one. Because it's just going to be too freaking big. It's going to be too, I don't know, 16, 10, or 16. One of the 2 terabyte hard drives are going to go in that one. See, I was hoping to get a 60 terabyte server at home, but that's going to be that's my dreams, is to have a 40 or a 60. I'd like to have a 60, but I'll go for a 40. That's what I was trying to do, but it's too expensive. I'm not gonna buy a 20 terabyte hard drive. Oh. Have you seen the prices of those things? Ouch. The 16s are even worse. So I think I'll get 2 10 terabyte. Go on from there. The new 16s, that's just not gonna happen. I'd like it to. Hello, Mindy. How you doing? Hope your weather is a little bit better than ours today. It is very windy. Consistent winds of 20 miles an hour, 21 miles. Wind gusts up to 24 miles an hour. So this building is kind of doing this slightly in the wind because we're a 12-story building. Skyrise, high rise, whatever you want to call it. Tall building, so the people upstairs are kind of doing this, even though they can't feel it. The wind is just gently moving with the wind, which they're designed to do. They kind of have to. but not enough to where you notice it unless you look in the toilet bowl and the water's doing this, going from side to side. It's because the building's moving. I had a friend come over. He's a country boy. He's been in these in-town apartments, as he says. And it was windy that day. Completely forgot about it. And we were sitting here in the living room talking, and he said, "Hey man, where's your bathroom?" I said, "Well, it's just right there. Go off into the bedroom and go right off to the right." He goes in there. He raises the toilet seat. He looks down. He said, "Oh shit." He came back in here and he said, "Rick, why is the water in your toilet bowl doing this?" I said, "Because it's, oh shoot, yeah, I forgot to tell you. If you see that, it's because this building is moving because of the wind." I said, "Oh." He'd never seen something like that in his life. It kind of freaked him out. Like I said, he's a country kid. He lives out in the country. He's about 6 miles out of town. He's never experienced something like that before. He's never been in real tall buildings. He's always been at ground level. He couldn't understand why the water in my toilet bowl was moving on its own. I think because it's a very windy day and this building is actually structurally moving with the wind and it's forcing the water to kind of dance in the toilet bowl. He didn't quite know what to think of that, so I had to explain it to him. I've had to explain that to a few people, actually. They were just kind of freaked out and their eyeballs big as saucer plates. And they just say, "Rick, I think there's something wrong with your toilet." Oh no, here we go. "Oh no, what are you saying?" "Your water is moving on its own." "Yeah, it's because it's windy outside and this building is slightly swaying with the wind." So I think I just need to put a sign up there that if the toilet bowl water is swaying around in the toilet bowl, it's because the building is moving because of the wind. Thank you very much, management. Because I know when I first moved here and I saw that, I had to ask one of the maintenance guys why it was doing. He said because it's very windy outside and this building structurally is moving with the wind. And the pipes and everything kind of don't move with the building, so it's just kind of sitting there and shaking the toilet a little bit. That's all it's doing. Nothing to worry about. It's normal behavior. Oh, yes, that's the other thing I was going to point to you guys, and something I needed to get updated on. I really need to get this updated. I put this off and put it off and put it off and put it off. Micro, or the mini computer, the one that I got from Carrie. This thing that I have not used pretty much at all. Um, I need to get this thing updated. That's what I need to do. I need to get it updated. Oh, there I hit another snafu. Because to get this updated, first of all, I need a monitor, I need a keyboard, mouse, and everything I'm using in this apartment is being used, and I don't have any spare. That's the other thing I need is a keyboard, mouse. Somebody asked me for a list the other day, and I forgot to add that to the list. The things that if I need, or things I'd like to have, or extras I have, or keyboard, mouse, non-RGB. I've got a gaming K55 Corsair mouse or keyboard here. K55 keyboard in the Corsair something gaming mouse, which is supposed to be wireless, but every time I unplug this thing, doink, off it goes. So I don't think the battery or anything in here is working anymore. And the light is supposed to be on the bottom here. That's not illuminating anymore. So yeah, there are some things I need to replace. Because I've had this equipment for almost 5 years. I want to say almost 5 years. This keyboard and mouse, of course, I've only had this probably about, well, ever since Kerry announced it. That was what, 3 years ago? Here, when he announced this K55 keyboard, the RGB gaming keyboard, and the mouse that goes along with it. About a week later after that, I went and bought, the combo set, the keyboard, mouse. I thought they were just a nice combination to get, and I need to, what I need to do is get more keyboards. I need to get keyboards that, I don't know, I might do a few reviews on a few of them, but I need to get a few of the newer keyboards of the 2024, 2025 version and see what they're like. I know what the Corsair K55 keyboard is like. It's all right. It's a little noisy on the keys, but other than that, it's a good keyboard. This Corsair mouse, however, I've got a lot of gripes about it because I just did it there's the one thing I'm going to talk to you about. It has, and I wish I could get let's see if I can get, never mind. This Corsair mouse has one flaw that if you're not careful, it's got two buttons on the side, on the left-hand side, right here. This is where my thumb, when I'm using the mouse, my thumb sits right there against these two buttons. Every flippin' time I bump this mouse up against this keyboard, I bump these two buttons, and then something screwy happens. You gotta go and click on something that suddenly shows up, or the macros something shows up, or so the gaming mouse is not fine if you're using it for gaming, but really if you're just using it for office use, like I kind of sort of do, they're not made for that because they've got these side buttons that you're supposed to use for games, and it's got the button over here, and it's got this button up on top. So I got it thinking, well, it's got RGB. It'll add a little bit of RGB at night. The light accent of the keyboard going off at night. In the bedroom. I'll tell you what, I was wrong. It's not light accent. It's not light. All you see is these dancing lights on the keyboard. Now I have to go up to this button here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I shut it off. That's one of the things I like about it. You can shut the RGB off. You can shut the RGB off on the Corsair mouse, gaming mouse, but you have to do that through software. And the other bad thing about this whole combination set, if you use it this way, the way I am, is it uses memory. This will keep your memory at about your memory usage. That idle is probably about 10 to about 12%, just from the program, the RGB program, running the keyboard and the RGB off his mouse takes a little bit of memory. So I'm sure there's other programs that are at fault for that happening, but the keyboard program, the I forget the name he used for it. If you, I don't know if you guys know it, but the Corsair. I know the name of it, I just can't think of it. It's for the Corsair RGB. iCUE. Thank you. iCUE. Yeah, iCUE. That's why I want to get newer keyboards, because this one's older. So I want to get some of the newer iCUE software stuff and see if they've improved some of the things that I've seen. J2 Sims, a lot of people on YouTube gripe about some of these Corsair keyboards. I mean, they're great keyboards, but on every keyboard that's been presented to me through whoever, there's some keyboards out there that are great, lovely, have no flaws in them, but the one problem is those kind of keyboards are expensive. They're $45, $50, and I'm not going to spend $45, $50 on a keyboard. Nonetheless, $100 or $200 some dollars on those split keyboards. You guys ever see those split keyboards? Half of it's over here, the other half of it's over here. You have to type doing this with nothing in between. No, thank you. Chris Titus Tech uses one, and DistroTube, he uses one. I think Paul's Hardware, I think he uses the split keyboard. I just don't. How would you guys get used to typing? I just don't. And they've got it mastered to the point where they can be looking at the screen, talking to the, they're on a live stream. They'll be sitting there just typing, looking up at the cameras, and on that split keyboard, they're typing, and not missing a beat. I don't know how they do it. My hat's off to them for doing that, but there's no way, even for me, the way I type, finger peck, I'd be over here, then I'd be over here, then I'd be back over here, then I'd be over here, and no, I'll take my regular keyboards, thank you. The key, I don't know. But this is all brought to you by this thing, because the mini computer, I need to get a keyboard and a mouse. A small one. See, I don't need a gaming computer for this. This doesn't need a gaming computer. It doesn't need a gaming mouse. All I need for this is a regular plain Jane server keyboard. The Dell server keyboards. They're about that thick. There's no 10 key on them. There's no RGB. There's none of the extra fluff, none of the extra stuff. It's just the keys you need and the numbers up top. There's no number pad off to the side. No 10 key. None of this RGB crap. That's what I want for this. I need to find that for this thing. And the same thing for the mouse. I just need a plain Jane, workable. I don't know what happened there, guys. I really, I lost you. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was weird. Yeah, we're back. I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't. Just talking about this keyboard stuff, and all of a sudden see, that's why I don't like this keyboard, this mouse. Apparently, I bumped something on this mouse, and it just cut everything. So again, I apologize for that, but kind of my example as to why I just need a plain Jane mouse that doesn't have the buttons on the sides. Because I think that's what happened when I was just explaining all this. I bumped the mouse off to the left, hit the side of the keyboard, and well, you saw what happened from that. Horrendously horrible. Okay, Ken's got bad wind too. That's interesting. That's interesting. I just got a message from Ken that he's also having bad wind. I don't know what the wind is here. It's just supposed to do this till tonight, through tonight. I don't know. It's 2:45, guys. I think we'll talk a little bit more about this, and then I think around 5:02 or something, we're gonna start wrapping this up and heading out. So yeah, I've got plans. I've got little plans. It's in bits and pieces here and there, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's just now that the warmer weather is approaching, the one thing I can't do is I can't ignore my phone. If somebody calls me, especially if they urge me to get over there because they say, we got money in our pockets, we could pay you tonight. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff, so, which I don't mind. I don't mind doing this stuff for free. It's kind of fun. It's always a learning experience because things are always changing. So I've always got to change and adapt to how I do things, and this stuff's always changing. I need to find a new one of these because this is only a 0.93. Gets up to maybe 1.0, maybe once in a while, but it's not an M100 board. I think it's the old 95 or whatever they call it. I forget, but if I can find one of these used at the 3.0 range, I always like to be at 3.0 if possible. I don't like going below 3.0, but this was free. Carrie was giving them away, and I remember that day quite vividly. And I wasn't expecting it. And the chat in Carrie's chat that day nominated me because I think I said something, and I just took off from there. Everybody nominated me, and he said he was kind of surprised because he had offered things from me before, and I've declined them. Well, the reason I declined them back then is I had no room for anything. I had two shelves of computers in here. That shelf, or that, well, back then was a shelf. Now it's just my hotel desk. But back then it was a 5-tier shelf. I had that stacked full of laptops, desktops, monitors, and I had monitors on this one, on this desk, up top, on the sides, and I had 2 computers, one here, one. I had computers everywhere. So at that time, I couldn't take anything from anybody. I was telling everybody no, and that's kind of why I had to tell Carrie, I can't. I'd love to. I just don't got the room. So and that opportunity came up with this, and he was giving it away, and I think, well, that'd be kind of nice to have and play around with. I haven't really done anything with it. I haven't done anything with this really. I've been trying to keep it updated, but that's been an utter failure. I've just been too busy doing off doing other things. Oh, yeah, Ski Man, you might have been there. Yeah, when Carrie said he was going to send this to me. Like I said, I was kind of surprised that it went in the direction it did. I'm glad it did, but Um, it was a nice thing to get. Like I said, I haven't done anything with it. It's pretty much a display piece because really, with this not getting off the 0.5 gigahertz, I mean, it'll get up to 1.1.0, but as soon as it gets there, it bops itself right back down to 0.95, 96, 0.97. Every once in a while, it'll go to 1.0 and right back to zero. It just swivels between. So really, this thing, it's a display piece. Put Windows on it, put it in the corner, turn it on, and I don't know what else you'd really want to do with it. There's really not much it can do. So, and in my case, it can be a display piece. It can be have Windows 11 and have it off in the corner, and or I don't know. That's why I want to replace this because that brings me into a whole another thing that I want to start getting into. And I think I've talked about this before. It's just the first time I think it went over people's heads. People weren't taking me seriously. Well, take me seriously this time. I think I was at Gregory Park or something when I mentioned this. I was just full of sweat and just not happy and miserable. It was hot out that day. And the thing I did talk about, I do remember talking about something, is getting into coding. Half the reason why I kind of wanted to get this kind of a junk piece to use for coding. A 0.1 gigahertz computer would be good for coding. I just don't know where to start. I want to start off on the easy stuff, and then there's things I want to do when I'm in my 60s and 70s and really can't do much anymore. The one thing I'd get into is just sitting around all day, just do coding. Making programs work. That's kind of what I want to start getting into. I know coding can be fun. Program can be lots of fun. It can take up hours of your time. So when I've got nothing better to do at 11 o'clock at night and I'm just sitting there bored, get out the coding book, get out the coding papers, and just start making something. I don't know what it would be, but it'll be something someday. Something I won't publish really to the public, but or you don't know. I don't know. It might be if I get into coding. I don't know. I might make something. You know, I mean, it'd be a community thing. I mean, it just wouldn't be me. There's no way in hell I could do this all on my own. So all you people would have to be involved in it too to kind of keep the process going. Otherwise, if you leave it all to me, it's gonna come to a grinding halt. It's gonna sit down and it's gonna stay put. So if when I want to get into this, I need people that know how to do this and kind of keep me going. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose momentum. And then I'm gonna come in here, sit down, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do nothing. So I need the encouragement. I need people to keep me going. I need ideas. I know, God, every time I touch the base of the mic, I'm hearing a like static or something. That's because I'm moving around on the carpet and this chair builds up static. So, but I've got ideas, and that's kind of something I'd like to get into. Once I get all my computers set up. No, even before then. No, yeah, even before then. If you got anything as far as coding is concerned, and something I can get into, something that a Raspberry Pi, maybe that would work better for coding. I don't know. Coding, programming, whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, I'm in my mid-50s, and I'm kind of wanting something to do on the side. Computer building is kind of what I do off on the side in the winter, but now that spring is coming, it's not going to be something I do off on the side. It's going to be something I do as a full-time job coming April, May, June, July, August, until the snow flies. When the snow flies, I quit. That's it. I'm done. And then we'll come back all the way through winter, coming up to spring and April. I don't know what year, what day I'm gonna pick this year. I think it'll be April 15th. April. I don't know. I think I might just stick to the April. April 15th. And then the April to April 25th, I kind of get the clock rolling, get the advertisements out there, let everybody know. Spend almost a full day on the phone with clients, offices. I've got papers in here of people I've got offices that I've got to make sure they want to deal with me again this year. They'll say if you want another summer and spring or whatever, be your whatever they call it, service provider. Is that what they call it? Service provider of some kind. And that's what I'll be doing this summer. But again, I'm trying to cut that down. I've got like 5 minutes. Trying to cut down the computer work because I'm also wanting to get into some other things in life and trying to enjoy visiting friends a little bit more. Do maybe a little bit more stuff online. Live streams, for example. Which I will need to warn you. When it comes summertime and I get really extremely busy, you're not going to see me do any uploads. You're not going to see me do any live streams. I won't have time. Because once this phone starts ringing at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, I ain't going to be coming home till the sun goes down. That's not till some nights 10, 11 o'clock at night. Because I don't just do computers. I do computers, and then I usually stay at an office all night if they're wanting what I'm doing done overnight. And they said they're coming back tomorrow, and they expect it to be done. I'll be there till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning wrapping things up because they decided to change their mind, and they said, well, we'd like this done tomorrow. So when we come back tomorrow, all this going to be done, okay? Yeah, we come back tomorrow, it'd be done. Like, if that, oh yeah, okay, it'll be done, but cross sleep off the list for me. And that happens quite often. That happens quite often. And it's a money thing. It's all about money. The longer the project stretches out, the more they have to pay. So if they keep that project, keep it down, this is what they do. And I'm not kidding. They'll take a 3-week project and expect that to get done in 15 days. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not with me, not with Joe, not with Bob, not with Nate, not with Mike, not with any of us. That's just, even all of us collaborated together, and there's all of us together, there's 7 of us. Well, 8 if the guy wants to come around, but there's 7 of us. And even with the 7 of us trying to get it, and I know why they do it, they just don't want to pay the money. Because the longer the project goes on, the more they're paying, and they just said, then just get everything done tonight, get everything done today, and we come back tomorrow, we'll pay you, and then we're done. Well, they can do that, but if that's what they do, that means I'm up all night till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, getting the last of the wiring hung, getting the lower ceiling put back in place. I was the one that took it down. I'm the one that's going to put it back up. So, yeah, when it comes crunch time like that, you're not going to hear from me. There will be days during the summer you will hear from me, because I will have my dead days. There will be days, of maybe 2 or 3 days, where there's nothing happening, but 1 or 2 days a week. Apparently 1 or 2 days a week, you ain't going to hear from me. Maybe. I'll try to work you guys in, but at this time of day, trying to do a live stream at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a day when my phone's ringing, I'll pay attention to the phone and I'll just scrap the live streams because I won't have the time. I'd like to, but with everything that can get going on and what I suspect this summer of what will be happening, it'll be a 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. kind of day. It'll be all day. It just never stops from 6 a.m. till, well, I get up at 6 and I'm out the door at a quarter to 6. Yeah. Quarter to 6 in the morning till I walk in that door, probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And if it really gets busy and I get those kind of demands where they want everything wrapped up and done that day, then nobody's going to be seeing me. I'll be off in some office, uh, putting their office back together that I had originally tore apart. Then they want it all done in less than 12 hours. Uh-huh. You want this all done in 12 hours. Yeah, we're coming back tomorrow. I'm going to work. This had better be done. That's, again, I get out my phone and I call everybody. All 7 guys, and I call you. I tell them call their friends of their friends of their friends, and I've had one instance when I had to do that when they decided to jump the gun on the time arrangement. And I said I had to the end of the week, and this was Wednesday, and they said Thursday morning it's gonna be all done. I got 2 more days now. Thursday morning. He didn't care what I did. He said just tomorrow morning when we come to work, this is all gonna be done, or you're gone. Okay, fine. I called everybody. I had 8 people over, and I tell you what, by 3 o'clock, I think 3:18 when I was locking the door and getting a ride back home at 3:18 in the morning. We got it done, and then I had to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning to meet them to kind of get their approval of what we all did. They had the contractor there, they had the electrician there, they had the plumber there, they had, well, Bob's kind of overtaking what I do, just because it's an office building. He's been doing it longer than I have, but he's never seen anything that I've done wrong, so. But yeah, that's kind of the tail end of how it's going to be, folks. Today's Friday. Let's say I'll do a live stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2. I gotta write that down because I'll forget. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. live streams. And if I decide to do anything in between, it'll be an upload. So, all right, guys. With that, thank you all for being here. It is over my time limit by 2 minutes. Sorry if I'm holding anybody up. I did say I'd be here for an hour. It's been an hour 2 minutes, and I'm calling it quits. Again, sorry for the interruption and had to start over. But that's exactly my explanation to this mouse and this keyboard. Especially as short as this tray is. There's really no room for the mouse to move. So when it bumped those 2 buttons, apparently it shut everything off, and then I had to start over again. But I'll do it differently next time, guys. We'll have this worked out, I promise. We'll get it right. I just don't know how we're going to get it right. But with that, guys, you all have a great day. I'm going to go out and fight the wind because, well, wherever it went, I've got to check. I got to go put it in the bank. And, yeah. I'm going to call it quits in this live stream. Thank you all for being here today. It's been fun. I'm going to try to keep my live streams to about an hour and 15 minutes, but I think I'm doing all right with this one for an hour 4 minutes. So with that, guys, you all have a good one. I'll catch you all later. Um, yeah, don't get blown away. God, I hope not. But yeah, the winds are blowing out there. I'll get there and back in one piece, riding that thing. This is my bike that I ride. That's what's going to get me downtown. That's what's going to get me to the credit union. That's what's going to get me to Holiday. And then that is what's going to get me home. With that, guys, I'm calling it quits. You all have a great day. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now. Okay, now how do I stop all of this?